All right, now the big breaking news coming in finally. It is official. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to be sworn in on May 30th at Rashtrapati Bhavan, which means 4 days from now. This confirmation now coming in fact, directly from the President's office as well, that it will be on May 30th that Narendra Modi will be sworn in yet again as the Prime Minister. Now remember, this is basically to administer the oath of office and secrecy to the PM and the Council of Ministers, and this will be at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So that's the big confirmation coming in. Of course, you know, this is simply a procedure, but what a historic mandate that has been given this time to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Bharatiya Janata Party for the second time. A historic run. These are the visuals of 23rd May at the BJP office. Paulami Saha with the details. Paulami, so it's official. May 30th will be the big day when Narendra Modi will be sworn in for the Prime Minister for the second time.
That's right. The official communication has just come from the Rashtrapati Bhavan. The Prime Minister will be sworn in for a second time. He was, of course, appointed as the Prime Minister of India yesterday after he staked claim to form a government, and the NDA partners showed that they had all the numbers in support or to form a government as well. The President invited him and the Prime Minister staked claim, and then, of course, the President appointed him as the next Prime Minister. And now it's official that on the 30th of May at 7 p.m. at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, the Prime Minister will be sworn in for a second consecutive term after a historic and a record mandate. And, of course, all eyes will be on how many members of the BJP and the NDA make it to the first batch of the Council of Ministers. The top cabinet ministers, of course, will be sworn in, at least for the crucial ministries, but it will be a while before an entire Council of Ministers is sworn in. That will take some time, but the top leaders of the top ministers will be appointed shortly on the 30th of May and will be sworn in on the 30th of May. So now all eyes on who makes it to that list.
Also, Paulami, just of course, it is a procedure that's repeated every 5 years, but take us through what May 30th will be like. What time is the ceremony likely to begin? How many people are going to be, of course, there at when the ceremony is organized? Take us through what precisely is the procedure on May 30th.
This will be the call ceremony. The President will be administering the oath as far as the Union Council of Ministers is concerned now. That entire list is awaited from the Prime Minister's office. Yesterday itself, when the President appointed Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister of India, he sought two details from him, as is tradition and procedure. One, the time and date of the swearing-in ceremony, which now stands confirmed on the 30th of May at 7 p.m. at the Rashtrapati Bhavan itself. Now, that is clarified because earlier it was being suggested that this could be a grander ceremony, possibly it could take place elsewhere and all, but none of our sources indicated the same. We had heard from the start that it would be as per tradition at the Rashtrapati Bhavan itself. And then, of course, the President has sought details to who will be the other members of the Union Council who will be sworn in with the Prime Minister on the 30th of May. That list is, of course, awaited from the Prime Minister's office. So after the Prime Minister visits his mother this evening in Gandhinagar, and then, of course, finishes with his program of thanking his voters in Varanasi. Tomorrow, he returns to Delhi, and over the next few days, which is the second half of the 27th of May, 28th and 29th, he will be deliberating with his party chief and confidant, Amit Shah, as to who makes that cut, that first cut of the Union Council of Ministers. It will be conveyed to the President House on the 29th of May.
And of course, it's been quite a few days now since that historic verdict has come, but you tell us, Paulami, you cover the BJP, the NDA so closely. How big do you think May 30th will be for the Bharatiya Janata Party, for the NDA, this historic rerun that they have managed to get, and so much faith that the people of India have put in Narendra Modi?
Well, obviously, this has been a very historic mandate for the second consecutive term. Non-Congress government has been brought to power after having served a full 5-year term and with absolute majority. To be honest, the BJP didn't even need allies and coalition partners. They had the numbers on their own. They crossed the halfway mark of 272 on their own. They stand at 303. But with the NDA partners on board, they stand at 353. So that is a huge mandate. And yesterday, the Prime Minister, in a speech at the Central Northern Parliament, has communicated that he wants to take the NDA together, and coalition politics is at the crux and at the principle of how they function. And the NDA is like family now, and the NDA now stands for regional aspiration and national ambition. NARA is how he coined the term. So that is extremely important. So all the NDA partners will find a place in the Union Council of Ministers. Now, how many, obviously, they will have their own expectations depending on their performances in their respective states. But the BJP, of course, as the larger partner, as the big brother in the alliance, will have the final say as far as this partnership
and
is concerned.
Yes, and the big question, there are all sorts of names going around about international leaders, foreign dignitaries who could be invited. Any confirmation on that? Any names coming up just yet for May 30th?
Well, we do have one confirmation. Sri Lankan President Maithripala Sirisena has already confirmed his participation in the swearing-in ceremony. He was, of course, invited by the Prime Minister when President Sirisena called Prime Minister Narendra Modi to congratulate him on his victory. And at that time, Prime Minister Modi extended an invitation to him for the swearing-in ceremony, which he has accepted, and he's confirmed his attendance at the swearing-in ceremony. Other international dignitaries, we're still waiting for confirmation from the Ministry of External Affairs as to who will be these international dignitaries who will attend the swearing-in ceremony. Obviously, as a matter of courtesy, the Prime Minister does extend invitations to everyone who goes to congratulate him. But it is not going to be a mega affair as we've seen in 2014 on the 23rd of May, because at that point of time, of course, what we've seen is that he had specifically reached out to the SAARC nations, and he'd ensured that every SAARC nation was present at that swearing-in ceremony. And that was because this was historic for the Bharatiya Janata Party. This time what we learned is the Bharatiya Janata Party doesn't want to make it a big grand affair and publicize it much. They want to keep it low-key. They want to, showcase the humility that the Prime Minister has been speaking about, the fact that we have to stay humble in our victory, because this means a lot of responsibility and a lot of expectation from the...
So could it be more filled with humility than boasting about a rerun? That's a very interesting point. But Paulomi, before I let you go, when is that list expected of the Council of Ministers? And if I'm correct, in the past few days, the BJP and of course Prime Minister Modi also has kind of suggested that the names usually are not correct when the speculations are made. So when could that official list be out? In the next few hours maybe, or just before May 30th?
Well, officially we might hear of a communication probably on the 29th of May, and who exactly has made that final cut to becoming a part of the Union Council of Ministers, who at least will be sworn in that first batch. Like I said, it will probably be a small Council of Ministers which will be sworn in that first batch, which will include the top ministries that are on Rise in our Hills. But of course, like the Prime Minister said at the Central Hall yesterday, a lot of media reports and speculations do the round and rumors do the round. And what he told his party colleagues and members of Parliament who were present at the Central Hall yesterday is that do not believe any of these rumors. This is only to get your hopes high. Even if you get an actual call from the Prime Minister's office, which is not a hoax call, do cross-verify that indeed it is a genuine call that you've been asked to be in Delhi on the 30th of May.
All right, Paulomi, thank you so much for these details. So it's now been made official. All eyes will be at 7 p.m. on May 30th when Prime Minister Narendra Modi goes for a rerun.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.